Guys, this is not a laughing matter. It really isn't. As a random dude on the internet who really wanted to enjoy Honkai Star Rail and wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, I can't let this anniversary. This is even worse than Genshin's anniversary, first anniversary. And this is the second anniversary of HSR in general. So let's just talk about the anniversary and see what's in it. Face value. Okay, let's go on the recommend tab. Oh, look, $4.99. Whatever bundle this was, probably just new bundle. ZZZ had this like with the Astro New Year's Day event. It really did. So, $4.99 for essentially a bunch of wishes. Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. This is what Hoyoverse did with the New Year's event 1.5 update for ZZZ. I've seen it before. This, they also did. ZZZ also did this. And I'll be frank with you, I bought both of these programs relative to ZZZ. I didn't have a problem with it because I really did enjoy ZZZ that much. So these two aren't a big issue for me. This is just, but honestly, it really isn't all. This is not bad compared to what you're about to see next. Sorry about that. So let's go to I have no idea what this one is. Probably for remembrance characters since there are no remembrance characters on the standard wishes. And most of these are standard wishes, but except for Luocha and Rurameng. You can use your free token to unlock one of these, but there is a second one, and I'll get to the second one in a bit, by the way. Right? Because this is absolutely nuts. What they did with the second event. Oh look at this. I don't think I've ever actually seen this one before, but yeah, I think I've seen this one before, but I never noticed it. Probably because I never gave a shit about it. Because you have to spend real world money. And speaking of spending real world money, let's look at this. This piece of shit. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen because it wasn't just the fact that you had to spend money, but it's how much money you have to spend. I already did the math. You have to spend upwards of $192, assuming you haven't used your top up on Castorice, which I recommend you don't do if you don't want to kill the game for you. But pretty much, what will $192 get you? All of this, a free. This is like with the top ups alone. This is just with top ups alone, nothing more. If you don't spend your top ups on the standard, on the limited event banner, I don't recommend you do either of those things. I recommend you guys don't spend money spending money or even wishing because this alone, with your top ups, all of this stuff, it creates out to $192. And I'm just going to say $200 just to round it up. $200. And what does $200 get you at that point? These. A name card, a phone wallpaper that most characters have relative to the phones that they have when you hit pause, and then you get in a phone case. I want you to know right now, these three items should have been part of a reward from an event in the anniversary, but no, they chose to choose to paywall this shit at $192 or $200. At the least. This is literally at the least. If you spend or you decide to use your top ups on the event warps, that's gonna go higher. It's gonna be like more than $300 plus. That's the equivalent of 1 5-star at your worst luck. This is not an anniversary. This is just a shopping mall anniversary saying, hey, thank you for all your support. Please give us more money. It will give you some $200 cosmetics that, most characters come with, most of which you should do, most of which should be event rewards, right? This is an event reward, all right? But it's a payroll event reward. So for your 2 years of support, spend $192 on our game with these top-ups. And get a second free 5-star, or E1. Assuming you want the E1, if you're someone who has every character in the game, you're just going to get an Eidolon for this price. If you're someone who doesn't have Luocha or Rame or any other character and you're down on your luck, guess what? You can use this and redeem it at this vendor right here. And I have no idea what this one is, but this is a remembrance character. I swear to God, this is a remembrance character, guys. Recommend you wait until it comes out if you decide you want to spend that free. You get one of these tokens for free. And the second one, you literally have to pay for. To me, there should only ever be one. This should not exist. This should not exist on here. I say none of this shit should exist anywhere but on the free-to-play track on the battle pass. That's where all of this should be going. On the free-to-play track on the battle pass. As a nice anniversary gift for low spenders or free-to-play players who would recommend this game back then based on word of mouth alone. But that's not what's happening here. This is not an anniversary. This is just a big fat shopping mall on their anniversary by using the top-ups as a way to get you to spend more money and to reach this point so you can get $200 worth of cosmetics that you don't need. Most of which you're going to use right away. And two of these, one of which you're probably not going to give a shit about. The other, you're going to get a free 5-star. So if you're a free-to-play player, this is all irrelevant to you. You get one of these tokens for free, letting you know, this Golden Companion Spear, you get one of these for free. And that's all they needed to put on. They just need to get one free, and you know, everyone got one, but this other one's for whales. This should not exist on here. This whole event should not exist, period. They are testing the water to see how much money and how much BS they can pull from their player base. This should not exist. So, oh, and they even said that obtain specific number of unearned shards to claim rewards on the pouch has been researched. Yeah, you could see what they were trying to do. They were just trying to get you to spend $192 for these cosmetics. And these aren't even worth that. You can get these resources with the exception of the phone case and with the exception of the personal display set items and the Golden Companion Spirit right here, this token. You can get everything else on here on the paid battle pass for $10. Well, except for this too. Can you even get this? No, you can get that and you can. What? Oh yeah, you can also get this. I don't think you can get these anywhere else. So essentially, 3 out of 7 items on here you can't get anywhere else. And more importantly, now that I think about it, I'm overthinking it. Okay, excuse me. Guys, I'm overthinking this shit, dude. This is just a whale event. Dude, this is a whale event. I know the internet has already said it, but this is who they're appealing to. This should not exist. So A, fuck this event. And while we're on the topic of screw Castorice's global passive should have been a rare modifier you find in something like Simulated Universe. I don't know what to say, guys. They had a whole month from all the feedback. This is what people meant by the Genshification of HSR. Not only did they try to get you to buy more shit that you literally do not need, but now they made essentially your healers, a good amount of your healers are obsolete. Why would you use a healer when you have a lot of preservation units? Think about that really hard. If she can stop you from being fatally hit, like block one fatal hit from you getting knocked out, and she doesn't need to be on your team, how is that not power creep? Because that is power creep. It power creeps all your healers. So what was the whole point? And you have to think about it this way. Why the hell were you building healers to begin with in the beginning of the game if this is what they were going to put in? Castorice just power crept all your healers, so all the time you spent getting their passives, getting those nameless tracks, getting those boss materials that you had to slug through time gated resources, leveling up, doing all that shit. They made that shit irrelevant if you pull Castorice. So the anniversary event is bad. Castorice is a really predatory character that I highly encourage personally that no one pull on. In fact, don't pull on any characters in this update. But people are going to do it anyway. Let's be honest. This is going to make a shit ton of money because the game's going to get progressively harder. And your older units are going to feel even weaker and worse, if not downright unusable, if you don't pull for the new characters or you don't have the units you need to beat the content that gets artificially harder. It happened in Genshin, and it's happening right here. It's already actually happened, and it's happening in ZZZ too. I should know. So, that's just my thoughts on the anniversary, guys. This is just bad. I was going to log in, have fun. Here's the thing. If you want to play HSR, more power to you. Good for you. If you enjoy it, that's fine. But if you're against this stuff, do not pull on any characters in this update. Don't spend money on the battle pass. Don't spend money on anything in this update to send them a message. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm going to uninstall the game because I want to just come in. I want to give it my own fair shake. But I can't with this. This is just disgusting. This is just bad, guys. They had a whole month plus, a month to take a rework Castorice if they wanted to, which they never did. And they had more than enough time to address the anniversary, or at least make the anniversary the second year much better, and it's not better than whatever the hell this is. This is what they're going with, guys. Happy anniversary. Give us $192 more after you spent $300 probably over the last several months rolling for your characters, or the amount of bullshit that you want to push on us with meager rewards. Here's your anniversary reward. Dude, like Hoyoverse games have just gotten so much worse. ZZZ is already there, and it hasn't even been a year yet. When 4th of July hits for ZZZ's anniversary, guys, it might be good, or it might be worse after seeing this. Because now I'm starting to worry what kind of BS that the devs are going to pull for ZZZ. I've already started to be worried because ZZZ is one of my favorite games, like HSR is. Both these games, ZZZ and HSR, are my favorite game, Hoyoverse games. But I'm not going to play this game for a while. I might not play the entire day. I skipped essentially a whole update not playing it. And ZZZ, I have no intention of going back to it for a long time now. Taking a break from that game. But yeah, $192 fucking dollars and an anniversary. No, fuck that, dude. I'm done.